Live from New Delhi, you're watching DD India Live, India's voice to the world. I'm Siddharth Bharadwaj. Coming up in the next 30 minutes. Bharatiya Janata Party-led National Democratic Alliance meeting concludes in Delhi. NDA stands united, all set to form the next government. Leaders of opposition NDA bloc meets at Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge's residence in New Delhi to decide next course of action. India to take on Ireland in their first ICC T20 World Cup encounter in New York this season. Process of forming the next government in India has picked up momentum with the recently held parliamentary elections giving a majority to the National Democratic Alliance. The alliance today unanimously picked PM Narendra Modi to lead the alliance. The decision follows after a meeting of the coalition partners of NDA that was held at the Prime Minister's residence in New Delhi. The meeting was attended by senior BJP leader and Home Minister Amit Shah, JDU Chief and Bihar Chief Minister Nitish Kumar, LJP leader Chirag Paswan, Hindustani Awam Morcha secular leader Jitan Ram Manjhi, TDP Supremo Chandrababu Naidu, Maharashtra Chief Minister Eknath Shinde, RLD Chief Jayant Chaudhary and Janasena Chief Pawan Kalyan. The leaders of NDA alliance pledged their support for government formation. Earlier in the day, India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi met President Draupadi Murmu and tendered his resignation along with the Union Council of Ministers. President Murmu accepted the resignation and requested the Prime Minister and the Union Council of Ministers to continue in office till the new government is formed. The Prime Minister Narendra Modi also called on Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar at Vice President's enclave in New Delhi today. On the other hand, leaders of the opposition NDA bloc are also meeting at Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge's residence in New Delhi to decide the strategy to form the country's next government. They will also deliberate on the 2024 Lok Sabha election results. The NDA bloc had jointly bagged 234 seats. Among the NDA bloc groups, Congress secured 99 seats, while in Uttar Pradesh, Samajwadi Party emerged as the single largest party, winning 37 seats, while Trinamool Congress, led by West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee, had 129 seats in parliamentary elections. Prime Minister Modi is set to become India's Prime Minister for a record third time. World leaders send their wishes on his victory. Here's a report. Have a look.
Tuesday's victory solidified Narendra Modi's status as the first leader since India's first Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru to secure a third consecutive 5-year term, marking a significant milestone in India's political history and also the country's first Prime Minister to do so in more than 60 years. His party, the BJP, is still by far the largest party in parliament and in a position to form the next government along with its NDA allies. The NDA appears poised to establish a government with congratulatory messages streaming in from numerous international leaders, underscoring the global recognition of their victory. Italy's Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni extended her wishes and said that the two nations will consolidate cooperation on various issues for the well-being of people. China congratulated Prime Minister Modi on his re-election. Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesperson said, "A healthy and stable China-India relations is in the interest of both countries." Bhutan's Prime Minister Tshering Tobgay sent his wishes and said he was looking forward to deepening ties with India. Mohamed Muizzu, the president of Maldives, congratulated the Prime Minister and said that he is looking forward to work together to advance the shared interests in pursuit of prosperity and stability for the two countries. Sri Lankan President Ranil Wickremesinghe, Nepalese Prime Minister Pushpakamal Dahal Prachand and Mauritian Prime Minister Praveen Jugnauth extended their wishes to Prime Minister Narendra Modi on the victory. They expressed their desire to work closely with him. India successfully concluded the world's biggest election held in 7 phases over 6 weeks with almost 1 billion people registered to vote. Bureau Report, DD India.
The Indian markets today displayed some recovery after the surprising election results. It is expected that the market will see stability returning to the market soon, but volatility will continue till there's a clarity on the cabinet.
Suffering from some major shock waves on Tuesday after the less than expected mandate to the Narendra Modi led NDA, the markets, Sensex and Nifty, today have closed 3 percentage points up. They are now expecting that the announcements of the swearing-in ceremony will soon happen after the allies have pledged in the support for the NDA. Markets are now out of the euphoria and we also saw some correction. But now there will be more stability because the markets and the experts know for a fact that for the next 5 years, there will be more continuity and stability in the system. With camera person Kapil Maske, this is Shama Mishra for DD India, Mumbai.
And the African National Congress is trying to form a South African government of national unity with a wide range of parties, citing the results of last week's election in which it lost its governing majority. ANC has been talking to 5 parties ranging from the Free Marketeer Democratic Alliance to the Marxist Economic Freedom Fighters EFF. ANC national spokesperson said that ANC was aiming to unite the broadcast range of sectors in society behind the future government, and the time scale for wrapping up talks was less than a week. Britain's King Charles and Prince William on Wednesday attended a D-Day national commemoration event in Portsmouth, United Kingdom. Prince William said he was deeply honoured to be joined by guests who had helped fight against tyranny.
I am deeply honoured to join you today to recognise the bravery of all of those like John Haddock who participated in the D-Day landings, the start of the liberation of France and Europe that led to victory of the Allied powers. Our guests of honour today are those veterans from the Normandy landing that came from across our nation and from all walks of life to join in the fight against tyranny. Many of those that took up arms had never seen combat before. Some were still only in their teens.
Nearly 2 years after King Charles succeeded the late Queen Elizabeth as the head of state, banknotes featuring a portrait of King Charles have entered circulation in Britain Wednesday onwards. Charles's image will appear on the new notes for 5, 10, 20 and 50 pounds issued by the Bank of England. Existing notes featuring Elizabeth will continue to circulate. Elizabeth was the first monarch to feature on British banknotes, in contrast to coins in England, which have carried images of kings and queens for more than 1,000 years. And United States President Joe Biden has arrived in France on Wednesday to commemorate the 80th anniversary of D-Day. The trip is designed to underscore Biden's commitment to U.S. allies in Europe and contrasting with political opponent Donald Trump. Joe Biden is on 5 days visit to France that will include D-Day celebrations in Normandy, as well as a high-profile speech and a formal state visit with French President Emmanuel Macron. All right, let's see what's happening around the world. The Kremlin on Wednesday said that US is blackmailing China by threatening sanctions over exports to Russia. US Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen has said that White House will not tolerate China increasing exports of dual-use goods to Russia and will respond with sanctions. A gunman fired shots at the US Embassy in Lebanon on Wednesday and was wounded in an exchange of fire with troops. The army said the attacker is a Syrian national, was detained and taken to hospital for treatment, and soldiers were searching through the area for other gunmen. The St. Petersburg International Economic Forum, Russia's biggest economic forum of the year, opened on Wednesday. The forum will run till June 8, featuring guests from over 110 countries, according to the governor of Leningrad region, Alexander Belgov. Theme of the forum is the formation of new centers of growth as the cornerstone of a multipolar world. Southern Germany, close to the Austrian border, declared a state of emergency as a precautionary measure to prevent damages in the town. Water levels in the Danube River have reached 10 meters following days of floods in the region. And still to come on this edition of DD India Live. Hunter Biden's ongoing gun case trial resumed on Wednesday. More details ahead. Stay tuned. World Environment Day being celebrated globally to encourage awareness for protection of environment.
Voice of a rising aspirational world. Stories of challenges, struggles and accomplishment. A world battling conflict, hunger and poverty. Embracing growth, development, science and technology. A voice of progress, a voice of unity. Watch Voice of the Global South with me, Akshay Dongre, only on DD India.
You're watching DD India Live. I'm Siddharth Bharadwaj. US President Joe Biden's son Hunter Biden's ongoing gun case trial resumed on Wednesday. Hunter Biden's ex-wife is expected to testify. Prosecutors told jurors that hearing the historic first trial of a US president's child, that evidence will show Hunter Biden knowingly lied about his drug use on screening paperwork when he purchased a revolver in October 2018. US President Joe Biden announced new restrictions on Tuesday to deny the chance to claim asylum to migrants caught illegally crossing the US-Mexico border, who could be quickly deported or turned back to Mexico. The new measures will take effect immediately and will have exceptions for unaccompanied children, people who face serious medical or safety threats, and victims of trafficking. Biden, a Democrat, has toughened his approach to border security as immigration has emerged as a top issue for Americans in the run-up to November 5 elections, where he will face Republican Donald Trump, who has vowed a wide-ranging crackdown if re-elected. Well, get ready for the ultimate cricket showdown. India enters the ICC Men's T20 World Cup 2024 with a burning desire to end their streak of near misses and reclaim the title they last won in 2007. India has won the toss and opted to field first against Thailand. Watch this special report by Tapas Bhattacharya from New York.
India enters the T20 World Cup with a burning desire to shatter their streak of near misses in the world events. They have come agonizingly close in recent tournaments only to falter in the final hurdle. But now, with the formidable squad at full strength, India stands poised to reclaim the elusive title they last clinched in the inaugural edition way back in 2007. Under the seasoned leadership of Rohit Sharma, embarking on his second stint as captain in the T20 World Cup, India boasts of a formidable top-order lineup with the likes of Yashasvi Jaiswal, Virat Kohli and Surya Kumar Yadav. The top order is set to dominate. Rishabh Pant and Sanju Samson are in a scintillating form, presenting a pleasant dilemma for Rohit Sharma and the team management in selecting the wicketkeeper for the World Cup campaign. India's all-round prowess is further bolstered by Hardik Pandya, Akshar Patel and Shivam Dube, adding depth and versatility to the squad. In the bowling department, the formidable talent of Jasprit Bumrah, Yuzvendra Chahal, Kuldeep Yadav and others ensured a well-rounded lineup. India take on Ireland in their tournament opener on 5th of June before the focus shift to the epic clash against Pakistan on June 9th in New York. With a burning desire and a formidable squad, India is ready to conquer. Will they reclaim the title? The journey begins now. With cameraperson S. Jayashankar, this is Tapush Bhattacharya from New York.
Indian fans are gearing up to support the men in blue ahead of their clash with Ireland, with King Kohli once again being a fan favourite. What's this ground report from DD India correspondent Tapas Bhattacharya?
Versus Ireland, the excitement is palpable. You can see the tricolor, and it's going to be, absolutely waving in the stadium. You see the kind of excitement here. Who are you guys supporting? Up, no, don't say India. Say the player. I'm definitely cheering for Bumrah. Bumrah? Yeah. Rohit Sharma. Sharma ji ka ladka. Virat. Sky.
Virat Kohli.
King Kohli still rules the roost even now. And you tell me something. India, Ireland. A lot of people know that India is favorite to win this. Pakistan, that's going to be very difficult, isn't it?
This is going to be a warm-up match before Pakistan. Yeah. Okay.
So a warm-up match. What about you?
I think it's going to be easy with Pakistan. Yeah. I think it's definitely going to be easy with Pakistan. Koi shak nahi, and it's good to welcome the Indian team to play here in the United States. First match in New York. Super excited. Waiting for Kohli. Waiting for all our Indian team. I'm fan of Virat Kohli. He's a very good batsman.
I'm from New Jersey, and this is my first match in a cricket match here in New York, and I'm looking to see Sky play today.
Are you guys excited to cheer up Team India?
Yes!
What will you say there inside the stadium?
Bleed blue, man! Bleed blue every day!
Yes, bleed blue. That's the spirit of the Indian team who are coming here to cheer up Team India. With cameraperson S. Jayashankar, this is Tapush Bhattacharya for DD India from New York.
Welcome to a special report by DD India correspondent Tapas Bhattacharya. An Indian restaurant, Sar Indian Bistro, is becoming a bridge between East and West, uniting people through food and cricket. These culinary masters are not just serving up lip-smacking Indian dishes, but also bringing the thrill of India's favourite sport to the American audience.
When we talk about India, what are the two things that comes to your mind? Well, if you're not thinking about food and cricket, then I don't know what you're thinking. But generally, these are the two things that comes to mind. And right now I'm in US, America, Times Square. And here we have found an Indian restaurant. They provide absolutely authentic Indian food for not just for Indians but for all the Americans who come here. And we see Times Square, it's a hub of American culture. Here you're promoting Indian culture.
Yes, we are trying to do our best to promote the Indian culture and through the Indian food. And we are proud that our food are liked by a lot of mainstream customers as well as Indians.
And the Cricket World Cup is happening here. Cricket is also something that binds India, Indians, fans all over the world. So tell us, are you guys providing food to the Indian team in the World Cup also?
Yes, tomorrow we are taking packed food for in the venue for the cricket match. Yes, definitely. Lot of people are coming from India, and we are trying to give them the feeling of home in our restaurant so that they feel the cricket as well as the homeness in our restaurant.
खाना भी बहुत बढ़िया है। जहाँ पे यहाँ पे अपने एक हिंदुस्तान का खाना मिलने तो और भी बढ़िया हम लोग को लगा कि अपने यहाँ पे आके यूएसए में आके हम लोग को अपना खाना मिला, बहुत सेटिस्फाई है। और उसमें पर्टिकुलर हम लोग गुजराती होने के बाद जैन हमको मिला, वो बहुत बढ़िया लगा।
बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है और हम पूरी तैयारी कर रहे हैं विश्व ये वर्ल्ड कप की। और इनफैक्टली वी आर मेकिंग सम फूड आल्सो फॉर देम। टुमारो आई एम सप्लाइंग सम ब्रेकफास्ट बॉक्सेस।
Home away from home in America, what else you want? You got food, you got cricket, and it's a heady cocktail. Here in America, promoting Indian culture is this Indian bistro. With cameraperson S. Jayashankar, this is Tapush Bhattacharya for DD India from New York.
All right, and DD India's Tapas Bhattacharya joins us from New York as It's a clash between India and Ireland, their first match of the men's ICC T20 World Cup. Tapas, first tell us what is happening, how's the atmosphere there? We just saw your report, an Indian restaurant there serving lip-smacking food, and also people were there really happy. Where are you right now and what is happening? As toss has just happened. What is the excitement amongst the people?
Right, so let me just break it up first. The first time this cricket carnival, the cricket's razzmatazz has come to America, and remember, it's two things that binds the Indians all over the world: food, B, cricket, and that's exactly what is happening. We went to Times Square, we spoke to the people there, we spoke to Indian diaspora there. They were absolutely enthralled, ecstatic, because cricket has come to their shore. They don't have to go to other places. Remember when the 2023 Cricket World Cup was happening, the final, the 50-over format was happening in India. People were coming all over the world, be it Australia, be it America. In fact, a large chunk of an NRIs turned up in Ahmedabad to watch the final. So they were very happy when it was announced that the T20 World Cup was happening in America. So that is one part of it. The second part is, he's mentioned that the toss has happened and the toss was won by Rohit Sharma. It's a good toss to win. In fact, I was talking to some of my colleagues, journalists outside, and I was telling them, he was doing a bit of a what you call social media live and all that. So I was just telling him that in this particular ground, it is actually good toss to win. It's overcast condition right now, and it has been overcast for almost more than 3 hours now. And if it's overcast, it's a damp ground. We saw the ground; it was damp. We believe that the ball will move. Remember, the last match that took place here was between Sri Lanka and South Africa, and at that time also we saw the ball move a lot. And we believe that this particular pitch, although we don't know exactly on which pitch the Indian team will play, but we do know that there is underneath moisture here. And when the toss was won by Rohit, he decided to bowl first. And there is a reason why also he has got four pacers in his squad and 2 spinners, obviously. But the four pacers, there are 2 all-rounders also. So you believe that that template of T20 Team India coming out, it will be more positive, it will be more aggressive, for the simple reason you will find 2 of India's prominent batsmen, Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma, coming out opening the attack. That's going to be very interesting. We haven't seen that in a while. We will find that in this particular match. And again, as I mentioned, Shivam Dube, the bowling all-rounder, Hardik Pandya, the bowling order, they both are fast bowling all-rounders that we have, and it will be great to see both of them bowling in this particular pitch. Again, Bumrah, and then you have the spinners coming out, so you will have a lot of firepower, you have a lot of bowling strength, and at the same time the batting also looks quite good on paper. At least the depth is quite there in this particular lineup. So overall, Indian team has the power and to easily go past Ireland, but again, you can't sideline Ireland. They have been doing quite well.
Definitely, we'll talk about it,
Tapas.
Definitely, we'll talk about it. Now, you just mentioned, Tapas, cricket coming to United States, in a country where it's just gaining popularity. This sort of tournament, Cricket World Cup, T20 World Cup. So, can you tell us, when you had a word with local crowd there, what is their reaction? This big tournament coming to their country, will they be picking up this sport in future as a profession?
Well, I don't know whether they will pick it up as a profession. There is already a American team, a cricket team here, and it's doing quite well. A lot of Indian diaspora people are playing in that particular team. But just to put it in perspective, we were watching Ireland's practice match, and we saw interestingly there was a few security personnel who were there. They came up to us and said, "You know what? Could you tell us if you really need to pitch the ball, or you can also ball full toss?"
Right, just that's an indication that they are very much interested in the game.
Yeah, and also they want to know, because they have baseball here where they ball full tosses. So they wanted to know exactly if it's similar to that. So they wanted to know more about that. We explained them in detail how the game is played, and it was quite interesting to see their reaction at the same time. So yeah, we believe that cricket will get a major push in this part of the world because of this particular brand of cricket that we see.
Definitely. Tapas, very quickly, you've been there since quite a few days. Just very quickly, we're a little short of time. Very quickly, tell us, how is the wicket there?
Well, I just mentioned, this particular Nassau Cricket County and stadium that's there in behind me. We believe that it's a drop-in pitch that has come here.
Okay.
It's a makeshift stadium. It's a drop-in pitch that has come all the way from Australia. So there will be that dew factor. There will be that hardness. But again, the outfield is quite damp. So one believes that there will be the initial movement of the ball. As the game progresses, it will be better for the batsman.
Okay.
But
All right.
in the beginning, it will be,
Okay.
it will help the bowlers.
Thank you so much, Tapas. We'll keep taking updates on you.
Much appreciated.
Well, World Environment Day is being celebrated globally to encourage awareness and action for the protection of environment. To mark the occasion, India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi planted a sapling initiating the Ek Ped Maa Ke Naam, that is one tree in the name of mother campaign at the Buddha Jayanti Park in Delhi. It's a one-of-its-kind mass movement to plant crores of trees across the country. All right, that's all for this edition of DD India Live, but let us know your thoughts on the news of the day. For those on the go, you can get all the latest news and updates from India and across the world on the DD India mobile app. The app is available on both Android and iOS platforms. Scan the QR code on the screen to download now. And we'll be back with more news as it breaks here on DD India. I'm Siddharth Bharadwaj. From all of us here in Delhi, thanks for watching DD India Live.